What is up, y'all? It's your girl, brand new, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with a Love and Marriage Huntsville extra, honey. We got Miss Kimmi Scott. She speaks on the Love and Marriage Huntsville show, affecting her relationship with her sister-in-law, Miss Latisha Scott. Okay, and I told y'all that Latisha Scott is Miss Codependent. She ain't got her own brain. Okay, it's just true, baby. Okay, you just gotta deal with the truth. Or you may not want to hear it, but the truth is the truth. And the truth needs no proof. How you doing, honey? So without further ado, I'm going to play some of that audio for you guys, and Miss Robinson, honey, will be in and out with her commentary.
Some of that also played into what you and Tisha were going through. Was it, obviously there was some stuff in terms of happening on the show, but was the peanut gallery also part of it?
Yes. Absolutely, yes. And from various angles. It could have been, some inner circle friends. It could have been some producers. It could have been fans. I'm just saying.
Listen, I try to tell y'all. Kimmy's like, I love Carlos King, but I'm going to always keep it real. That's who she is. I asked her a question, and what she say? If you don't like my answer, then don't ask me. Go ahead, Kimberly.
I'm saying the answer is 100% yes. And there would literally be times when Tisha and I would talk, and I would say, that's not true. It's simply not true. Like, don't hear that. I promise.
Kimmi, you a smart woman, sis. Okay, you know your sister-in-law is very insecure. Okay, and she likes to act like she all confident, honey, and got stuff all figured out, but Tisha is very insecure. She's very exhausting. She never owns her stuff in mess. She never holds herself accountable and responsible for her actions. She always needs somebody to be her cheerleading squad, take her back, have her side all the time. And that's exhausting. Can't nobody do that. A person can't keep you honest if they are doing that. Okay, so like I told y'all, I want Kimmi from season 2 and 3 to come back. Okay, like, you gotta keep it real with Tisha. I get you guys, that's her sister-in-law. For real, I get it. You gotta be cordial. You all have family in common. I get it. But I just feel like Tisha is never going to grow up if she's always coddled and babied and everybody trying to fight her battles. If y'all look at her dynamic with her mother, Miss Wanda, that's what Miss Wanda does. And we don't need another person doing that for Tisha, okay?
I remember one time Tisha actually texted me and asked me if I was talking about her on
because she's so damn insecure. I told y'all I can't make these things up.
I don't know, I guess like a post or something. And I said, absolutely not. She said, well, somebody had told her, whatever. And I said, okay, screenshot it and send it to me. I said, that's easy, right? That's easy. I would never do that. Like, why would I do that? And I sent her like these little sad tear cry faces. And I was like, I can't believe this is where we are. That you're literally questioning me about talking about you. But the chatter is real. Literally, the chatter is real. And that's what made my mind so confused, because I couldn't convince her that these people, like these ancillary people, I guess have a little bit more pull than me. I don't know. Like, I'm like, why are you listening to them? I promise. I couldn't get through. Like, I couldn't get through. I couldn't.
You can't get through. No, so I'm saying this to you. I'm saying this to you as somebody who's been doing this since 2008. You can't get through. So what happens is, I still go through this today, right? But let me go back to the historic nature of what happens on reality TV when the outside world impacts this bubble that you guys are in, essentially, because it's a bubble of reality of the show.
I agree.
It's hard for people to not go down the rabbit hole of reading the comments and having this feeling of confirmation. You know what I'm saying?
Now, really quickly, I want to say this. I want to take you all back to that second reunion when Carlos said to Kimmi, see, Carlos is very truthful and what he says, right? But he's also very shady, and with some of his shade, and with some of his questions, like, I can see right through him. But Carlos mentioned at that second reunion, he mentioned to Kimmi, do you feel like Tisha is just really immature? And y'all remember Kimmi's response was, I don't want to use the word immature. I just feel like Tisha lives in an alternate universe. She lives in a different world. Okay? And that's true. But when Carlos said that about Tisha being immature, he was dead on, because she acts like a big kid. Okay? Like when Mel and Tisha fell out, she felt just because Kimmi is her sister-in-law, Kimmi was just supposed to have her back, take her side, and not hold her accountable and responsible for her actions. She really wanted Kimmi to behave like that. And guess what? When Kimmi didn't take the bait, that's when you saw Miss Wanda came like a bulldozer trying to get at Kimmi. It's like this whole bullying cycle. So when I told y'all before on my reviews that Latisha, she uses her mother to attack people. She used her mother to attack Mel. Okay, she does that. She even used her mother for her husband. Okay, and I'm not saying he don't deserve to be attacked, because somebody got to ask his ass, the right questions, honey. Okay, because it surely won't be Tisha. But Latisha knows what she's doing, you guys. She's a master manipulator. Okay? She likes to act like she's this innocent victim, but she is not. Okay? She also got mad. Remember when Kimmi didn't want to move to Scott Manor? She got mad that, what? Kimmi didn't want to live next door to her. She took that personal. She got real in her feelings at the reunion when Carlos was like, well, would you and Tisha be friends, Kimmi, if it wasn't for the fact that, y'all are related through marriage, through your husbands? And Kimmi was like, no, we wouldn't be friends. And that was Kimmy's real answer, real response. Go back and watch it. Tisha got all up in her feelings and was just like, yeah, that's fine. I don't, if that's how she feel, if that's how it is, it's like she answered a question. And no, you didn't like the answer. I get it, right? Your feelings was hurt. But admit that. Don't get all defensive and in your feelings, and now you real mad at Kimmi and you feel like she should have all this loyalty for you that she don't have because she don't like you.
Made it very tough. And so even at the reunion, when you said, would we be friends if we weren't family? And my answer was no. My answer wasn't no because, if I saw her on the street, I wouldn't be friends with her.
Right.
When I met
She talking about Tisha.
Latisha, I thought Tisha was one of the best things that ever happened. Like, we were freaking frack. Like, literally, I was saying in that moment that Tisha, I was having trouble connecting with this Tisha. The Tisha that I met was a different Tisha. It just was.
And I feel like reality TV, sometimes it just really brings out the worst in people, especially people that are not confident, don't have high self-esteem, they don't have a secure, foundation within themselves, right? I don't feel like it's so much of what Kimmi did to Tisha that caused her to be like that. That's how Tisha feels about herself. And Tisha has a way of blaming everybody for her problems. We didn't see her blame Mel for everything. Mel got a dark soul. Like, my soul, it ain't black like Mel's. We see Tisha just try to blame Mel for everything. She tries to blame the viewing audience for our responses, honey, when it comes to her marriage, honey. Okay, like, she get mad that we see what we see, but we done seen the man not take you to Africa. We done seen the man go out to Vegas and not renew his vows with you. Okay, we done seen when the man couldn't get up to say a few kind words about you. Okay, and the wife that you are and the mother you are to his children. Okay, like we could go on and on. Like, we didn't see when you had to ask this man, can you go back to school? Can you go get a job? We didn't seen all of that. And you think us as the viewing public, we not gonna have a opinion like about what we looking at? Okay, like, girl, bye. Tisha, ain't nobody hating on your marriage. Okay, but honey, Miss Robinson about to get into these comments, honey, to see what the people think about this. Okay, so one person says, I love how positive and spiritual Kimmi is. She is my favorite person on the show. I pray God continues to keep her cancer free. Me too. Another person says, I don't know if Kimmi realizes this or not, but she be dropping gems like Iyanla. Seriously, when she said you keep wanting to start in the middle, and I continue to use that to this day. Her poise, her charisma, her intelligence, just everything about her I aspire to be and I can relate to as a single mom. There actually was something else on here that Kimmi talked about. She talked about, having problems, honey, with her baby daddy. And, she actually gave Mel a lot of props, on her dealing, with Martell. I really wish, though, Kimmi would say more of that on the show. Instead of always saying, well, Martell's a good guy and he just a good man. And no. Okay, he ain't no good man coming up with no revenge plot, honey, against his ex-wife. I get you try to be fair and just, Kimmi, but no ma'am. Okay, but I would love to hear more of Kimmi's backstory, with her ex, because she said that he had her, up in the court system too, honey, when it came to her, and, Jalen, so... That's crazy. Your baby daddy try to get you, off in court, but they do that type of stuff, honey, when they bitter and they bother, honey, and they don't know how to move on. Okay, they don't know how to shake a bone and get the hell on. Okay. Another person says, I'm glad Kimmi chose to share her truth. It humanizes her. Glad the treatments work and she's cancer free. We are definitely celebrating. I know that's right. And Kimmi, is such a G, you guys, with how she handled her breast cancer situation. She showed up for work, shared her life, unlike, honey, people like Destiny, honey, that got their health and don't want to share their damn life, but want to put it up on the Instagram, honey. Make it make sense. I know that this whole situation really helped Carlos to appreciate, Kimmi and what she brings to the show, because that's some soldier stuff right there, honey. Okay, having a positive attitude, working long hours, all while dealing with cancer, all while your life hangs in a balance, trying to be strong for the people around you. So Kimmi is one hell of a woman. I don't agree with everything she says and does, but yeah, she got my vote, honey, when it comes to that. That's all right. Okay. Another person says, this woman reminds me so much of myself. She is unapologetic, drama-free, and she don't take no ish off of no one. Blessings to this queen and continued prayers for her health and healing. Another person says, I met Kimmi after the first season in New York with Mel. They were out doing promo. She was so sweet and still is. I love her spirit. She's smart, confident, and humble, and most importantly, real. I pray for her healing. Continued blessings to Kimmi. She's a friend in my head. I told y'all, honey, everybody love them some Kimmi, honey. Okay, another person says, thank you for being honest, Kimmi. My divorce was almost 20 years ago, and my son's father is still difficult to interact with. Yeah, it be that way sometimes, honey. Some people, they just really, be on that demon time, and they really make it hard for you to co-parent. Co-parenting really shouldn't be, that hard, but you have people, you guys, in your life. A lot of times it's the person you made your child with. They are evil, diabolical, and controlling, and, they just want to hinder, your progress in life. So, honey, I am glad to be co-parenting by my damn self, honey, okay? Hallelujah. Okay, and it feels so good not to have to check in with no food. Okay. How you doing? Another person says, I'm so happy Kimmi is cancer free. Another person says, this is why Love and Marriage Huntsville is the #1 show. The realness is unmatched. Well done. Another person says, like, who doesn't love Kimmi? She is so authentic and genuine and simply radiates on the screen each and every time. Another person says, I love how real Kimmi is. Another person says, Kimmi is so relatable. She definitely has a lot of calm energy. Yes, she does. She got some good stuff. I just wish she would speak up more for herself on the show in regards to her husband. I just feel like, you guys, he puts a lot on her plate unnecessarily, and it's just ridiculous. You know, it really makes Maurice unlikable, unrelatable, irresponsible. You know, I don't like this whole thing with Monster. Monster is your child, Maurice, that you and Kiowa was jumping up and down in the bed, honey. That's the child y'all made. Like, Kimmi was not there. So how dare you put Monster off on her? Like, as her husband, you have to validate how she feels, especially if, you know, Monster is not doing his chores. You know, so, child, it's just a fool. It just, you know, it don't make no damn sense. Okay. Another person says, I love me some Kimmi. She is so classy and mature. Another person says, I truly, truly, truly love this woman, Kimmi. God bless your journey, sis. Another person says, Kimmi just gives me Claire Huxtable vibes. Not Claire Huxtable, honey. Okay, what mother does Miss Robinson remind y'all of that's a TV woman? I would love to see that, honey. That would be good. Who do I give off? You know what I do? I kind of give off Lisa Landry, honey, from Sister, honey. That's what I kind of give off. Yeah, that's what I kind of give off, honey. Or Mary, honey, from 227. Okay. Yeah, I'm a mix of those women. Okay. Another person says, I'm glad Kimmi's health is back on track. Friendship with the ladies sounds so exhausting on a regular day, don't it? Can't imagine having to defend myself so much to a person at the slightest. You will always have to defend yourself when you are sister-in-laws, honey, with a heifer like Latishascott. You just that's what you gonna have to do. Okay, I couldn't deal, honey, with her. Another person says, I just love me some Kimmi. She is a straight shooter. The only thing I'm curious about is how she's not calling Latisha out for her jealousy. That is what is wrong with Latisha. She couldn't handle you and Melody's friendship. Exactly. She can't handle your popularity with the fans. She can't handle your ability to articulate and communicate in such a logical and intelligent way. And she probably can't handle your ability to not allow Maurice to run all over you the same way that she allows her husband to run all over her. I know that's right. Sis. All right, you guys, that's all I have to say about all of that, honey. Get down in the comments. Let me know what you thought about this here video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out in the next video.